Okay, so we are now trying to piece together your life background in the oil business. So now you have moved from being a blue collar job, you've done a first degree in economics and communication, and because of being told that gold is an in thing in Ghana, you have begun a master's degree in mineral economics. So you completed that degree?
No, I didn't. It was during that course that WaveTech came after me. So when they came to me, they told me, I told them...
Yes, repeat, what is this new company? And how did they get to know you?
I attended an international conference in Denver, and met the president. Actually, a friend of mine introduced me to the president of WaveTech. So later...
And can you repeat the name of the company again?
WaveTech.
WaveTech.
Geophysical. Okay. So the company, the president called me one day and offered me a job to come back to Ghana. I said, oh, I'll be more than grateful, but I would like to complete my master's degree. So he told me, well, they have a short list, and I'm their first choice. So if I'm not interested, then they will give the opportunity to someone else. So I told them to give me 2 weeks to think about that. So I went back and I talked to some friends. As a matter of fact, there were some Ghanaian friends, but they were all PhD students. So when I talked to them, they encouraged me. They told me, look, at the end of the day, what we are all doing is to get a job. So you can take the job, go check it out. If you don't like it, you can always come back and continue. So I took it and then came down. So that's how I came.
So you came here as what, country manager for WaveTech?
Yeah, I came here as country manager. Their object was to set up a seismic processing center for the whole of West Africa.
With headquarters here in Ghana?
With headquarters here in Ghana. I tried, it didn't work. So I moved to Cote d'Ivoire.
But when you say, so like the seismic stuff, they're going to collect the data right from scratch and analyze it themselves?
Yeah, collecting data and taking existing data, doing interpretation. And then also we found out that most of the data that the country had, was on old systems. So we wanted to transcribe the seismic.
But already GNPC, through the consulting support of Quino, Dr. Neil Quino and Co, has done a lot of that kind of stuff already.
Yeah, when was that done? I'm talking about 1989, 1990.
Okay, maybe around the same time actually.
No, it was not done because we found out that the data, the GNPC data, was sticky. So they had to be baked, and we didn't have the baking equipment. But besides that, we didn't get the job. So I moved to Cote d'Ivoire.
And what kind of job did you get for WaveTech in Cote d'Ivoire?
We transcribed all their tapes, and then also after working.
At this point, had the production activities in Cote d'Ivoire started?
No, I was there before the discovery.
So would you say that the help of WaveTech helped them in any way?
No, I wouldn't say that. After WaveTech, I moved to Western Atlas, which is Western Geophysical. Western Geophysical at that time was the largest geophysical company in the world. And now it has become Western Baker Hughes.
Okay.
It has been merged with Baker Hughes. So.
And what were you doing? What was Western Atlas doing differently from WaveTech?
Oh, Western was a much broader outfit. It's a much bigger company, And what had happened was, Cote d'Ivoire, wanted some speculative seismic shot. So when the bidding round came, I jumped boat.
What is a speculative seismic shot?
Speculative, where they collect seismic data, by shooting sound waves into the seabed, through the sea into the seabed, and then the waves, as they bounce back, it's collected. The data is collected, and you interpret that to look at what structures are there, and that is what is determined. That is the first work you have to do in exploration, before to make sure there is something there.
Okay. So what? Western Atlas was doing this using its own money?
Yeah.
And how were they making money?
Oh, the speculative data, you know, they have to get the permission of the owner of the area. So that was the government. So they use their money to shoot the data. Then the information belongs to
the government.
No, Western. Okay.
Okay.
Until they have recouped their cost.
I see.
But when they are recouping, you know, there is, depending on your negotiation, the government negotiation ability and terms, you know, the government is paid a certain amount, but the chunk of it goes to cost recovery. Then when the costs have been recovered, it means the profit is shared either 60-40. That all depends on the negotiation.
So how long were you in the Côte d'Ivoire for?
Oh, I was in Côte d'Ivoire from 95 to about 98.
And you came back to Ghana?
Yeah. I came back to Ghana around 98, 99.
So when you came back to Ghana, you were no longer connected to an international oil company?
No. I was still consulting for Western. You know,
Western Atlas?
Western Baker Hughes.
Now Western Baker Hughes. What were they trying to do in Ghana?
Oh, what they were trying to do in Ghana was to do speculative. But at that time, all the blocks, you see, speculative seismic data can be collected in blocks that are empty.